What's your pleasure, sir?
All right, well, welcome to a new episode of the Cinephiles and Cenobites podcast. My name is Onofre, and with me, the other half of this show, and my hetero life mate, Mox.
What's up, man?
What's going on? Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you.
Actually, don't know when the cutoff time is to stop saying that.
To stop saying it, right. Oh, shit, yeah, I just looked at the date. We literally like 7 days in. Fuck it, still.
Yeah.
It counts, I think, if it's January and it's the first time you've seen or talked to a person since before the turn. That's how I'd call it.
Okay. Anyway, we are here, The Rise of Skywalker. The last movie in the Skywalker Saga.
Ugh, yeah. And in the Disney Star Wars trilogy. Yeah.
All right. That's the first one for Disney.
Yeah, they're first.
Oh, wow, interesting.
We've weathered their first set of trilogies,
So, just a warning, spoilers ahead. The movie's been out for quite a bit already, so
yeah.
and I think social media has been good about not spoiling it.
Oh,
like that opening weekend. Waiting.
Right.
Maybe they kind of give it some time to breathe.
Right.
But I mean, if you're not looking for it, then I think you're good. But if you were,
if you're not looking for it, or if you're actively trying to not look for it, like kind of how we were, then you good.
Yeah. Like
And
for this movie,
maybe.
I enjoyed it for what it was. I've enjoyed all the Star Wars movies. I think the fanboy in me has kind of died down a little bit, just because I've only stuck with the movies. I haven't gone to the books, to the games, most of the games.
Not even Force Unleashed? Wow. Or Knights of the Old Republic? Wow,
No. I mean, I took a stab at Heir to the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like the first few chapters, maybe. But that was a while back. That was even before Phantom Menace. But no, I just stuck with the movies.
20 years ago.
Yeah. Oh. But,
I'm basically just video games and movies. I never really got into the books or comics or EU that much, so little more than casual, but definitely not a diehard. But still, not to bring up a whole 85-minute discussion of how badly we got fucked by Disney, but I definitely did feel some anger towards, that whole situation. But yeah, like you, I'm basically,
because it's like, yeah, too bad they didn't. I mean, it is misleading. I thought it was misleading when you describe it as this end of a Skywalker. I mean, they did end the Skywalker story, but to make it felt like it hyped up. We were going to get more of Luke in this one. Like that's how I felt. Like we're finally going to see.
No, and I think that was intentional on their part. Yeah. Remember, I told you what I didn't see any endings, but I did happen to see that they did do a bunch of test screens, and they ended up changing the ending and rewriting like all the way to the fucking last minute.
Really?
Wow. Yeah.
Like how was one scenario?
One scenario was the inverse of how it actually played out, where Kylo gives his life to Rey.
Oh. You mean
So it was Rey to Kylo, and there was an actual fight against the Emperor. I will say, of the latest three, I enjoyed it the most, but it also didn't feel like Star Wars, and it didn't really feel like a completion of this trilogy. It felt like a movie about two star-crossed lovers, sort of.
See, and the whole Kylo and Rey deal, like, I didn't know there was anything going on.
I know. I remember you saying that, but I was like, damn. Where
Like,
you been at, son? There was
well,
heat.
in
There
the
was
Last
heat
Jedi, there
in
was
Last
heat.
Jedi. I
See,
thought so, but I could see what you're saying.
like
That it was
he
could have been
offered his
platonic.
hand. It was
Hmm.
platonic. Like, yo, we're going into business together, but this ain't a package deal. You do your thing, I do mine, but we share
Right.
ownership or whatever, the
Of
title for running
the
the universe.
empire, or
Yeah,
right.
I mean,
I mean, yeah.
you know,
You know, I mean, yeah. That maybe that could be a thing. I kind of maybe in order to give any fucks about the Last Jedi, I
and
invested. I
the
made up a
you made.
relationship
Oh, okay.
between them. But then, as it turns out, I was right.
But see,
Um,
like just the whole atmosphere. I mean, this climate in of inclusion, of empowerment, like that
right.
triggered that affected me to where I it fixed my viewing now.
Yeah,
Like
for sure,
the
for
Last
sure.
Jedi, like okay, no, this they I don't think it's intended for them to be together like that. And then when and then
Right.
throughout the Rise, there's still no like, oh, I think they're gonna get together later. No, like they're
Nope.
gonna fight, but it's because they hate each other. I I didn't get that any of that at all until she put her hand on his. Oh, okay. Is this where it's gonna go? And then they kissed. I'm like, but I thought again,
All the way at the
platonic,
end, dude.
platonic. Like, oh, you saved my life. Let's kiss. Like, no romance whatsoever. Yeah, all the way
Okay,
up to
then
the end. Yeah.
you're a weird guy. Like I don't. Maybe I'm weird, but I don't know about platonic lit kisses.
Like it's
I mean,
like, oh, you
that's.
saved my life. Thank you so much. I'm so happy. Right?
Oh yeah, no, I could see that, but I definitely wouldn't have read it that way. That was like a passion kiss.
Huh. I
I
thought,
thought, but
and then afterwards, like, oh, okay, I could see like they're both, they're both top dog. They're the two Jedi now who have to go and train other Jedi together. You know.
right. But I mean, I thought it was pretty clear at that midpoint. Remember, I tapped her shoulder and I was like, had this
Oh,
movie played it right? Yeah.
when he
She was like, I
she healed
wanted to
him.
take your hand. Yeah. I wanted to take Ben's hand. Like, that could have been an emotional moment had they
Hmm.
actually actively set that up more clearly
I see. I see.
with all the previous films. Remember,
Well,
like, if
it's.
half.
I'm sorry. No, just that feeling like I know there's good in you. It's still
Right,
platonic.
which that definitely
No
was there.
heat. No heat.
Well, I felt. Well, I don't know if I felt heat at that point, but I felt maybe a sadness. Like she wants. There's a part of her that wants to get with that part of him, right? She says, like, I wanted to take Ben's hand. Like, fuck yeah, you did.
Huh.
Too bad Ben is busy being a fucking petulant wannabe emperor. Fucking
Oh.
crybaby.
No, yeah. No, I think he was. I think the Emperor was using him. And I think a part of
For
it,
sure.
well, he didn't realize it, but then like he was totally being used, and that's probably why you know, even pre Force Awakens, he was just taken advantage of just because of his position. Like I guess at this point, the whole time Palpatine had a say in or was controlling everything until he could finally get up to do it
I guess
physically
so.
himself.
I'm still having trouble wrapping my head around this whole Palpatine reveal.
I mean, and that explains like remember like in Force Awakens, right? Rey is fighting like she on her way to get a black belt, but in Rise of the Skywalker, she training like she just got her yellow belt. Like
Yeah, I
she
know
can't do
that
it yet.
was off sequence. Yeah, like
She
she she beat Kylo Ren in the first fucking movie.
so like I mean Palpatine could have been controlling her that entire time too. Like that's just how
Well, I
powerful he
mean
is.
that could, yeah, and she's from his genes too, so I guess that. But I don't know. I'm still part of me wants to reject that shit because then it's like, oh really?
Um
And right, and then that means that Snoke or whatever was his puppet too. Like everybody's just puppet of the same fucking bad guy.
yeah. Now that I think of it, those they're lightsaber duels, like
Hmm.
they weren't as exciting.
No, they weren't, were they?
No, like
Actually, we only got one lightsaber duel, and that was, in fact, the environment was more exciting than the actual clash of the lightsabers between Rey and Kylo.
yeah.
But I think that's because this was probably a reshoot.
Oh
They
wow.
didn't have the time to map it out like fucking the Darth Maul duel.
Because it's like it was always 6 versus 1 or 3 versus 1 when they're fighting
Right,
together.
right.
Like when they fought together, like on the Death Star, like they was getting tired. Like, and I was like, oh, is this was it Meth Mardigan and
Right, right,
what's her name,
right.
Sasha or
Willow. Yeah, yeah,
Sorsha? like like
some shit like
okay,
that, yeah.
because now when they fight, see now I can see there's heat between them because there's
There was
equals.
heat in that one. There was
Like,
heat.
and then there
For
was like
sure, there's
legit heat,
clear
right?
heat.
Because then
Yeah.
they got married, right, in real
They were
life. But
married, yeah, in real life,
but
yeah.
like I could see that. And this one, no, it's like again the environment is triggering, affecting my viewing of this movie. It's like no,
Well, that's their fault. They injected so much politics that, you know, that becomes the story.
yeah, mm,
So it affects how you interpret or experience the story. So, I mean, that's just the hugest fatal flaw. That's why, to even posit fan theories at this point is like, who gives a fuck?
mm.
This wasn't done with story in mind.
Oh man,
So who gives a fuck how Palpatine survived? Because whatever
whatever,
he just did, accept it. Okay, is that, yeah?
survived.
Okay, he survived. Yep, that's the thing. Yep. Oh, something called dyads. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, new powers. Okay.
yeah. And in this movie, they laid out every like I just noticed. I wonder if I were this age and watching A New Hope for the first time, like,
Hmm.
oh, that's it. They just gotta shoot a missile down that hole on the Death
Right.
Star. Or this one, okay, so we have Star Destroyers, right?
We have
They
to take out the fucking
yeah, they don't have
the
shields. They can't activate shields
because they're in the
in the
atmosphere or some
atmosphere. Okay, they now they
stupid
got to do it in
fucking
space.
new science
Huh.
reason. Like literally every fucking movie, they just
We're
recreate
gonna
the
do ground
fucking
force.
laws
Yeah,
of their
ground force.
universe.
I got that planned out. Like, okay, got it.
But yeah, it's one of those things. Just accept it. Like, ugh,
Yeah, I wish this would have been a Skywalker trilogy,
like
though.
an actual.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
an
would have been
actual
great.
Skywalker. I mean, that would have been the way to end it. I think.
That would have
Um,
been satisfying.
yeah,
Then
if
there
you're gonna
wouldn't have
close
been as
it,
much
like
vitriol.
give all the screen time to the characters who introduced this franchise. You got Luke, Leia,
Yeah.
Han, all those guys. If you want to bring in someone new, well, I guess I don't know. Do you think this was planned out?
This ending, no, for sure, it was not planned
Oh,
out. I mean, come on, just by watching it, the fact that their heat came out of nowhere for you and for me, I I thought I saw it in Last Jedi. That's already means it wasn't planned out,
hmm,
And Palpatine out of nowhere, it's like this shit wasn't planned out.
hmm.
Um, they could have had it planned out in the sense that George Lucas fucking laid out ideas for a 3-part arc, and they're like, "Nah, we're gonna do our own thing." So it's like, eh.
Huh.
So I just hope they take this lesson. Although you said, "Fuck it, you're done, right? You're just done with Disney Star Wars." But I hope they take the lessons from here, and with their next trilogy, they fucking give us something we can enjoy.
Yeah, sure, sure.
I mean, fuck, they can put all the races, all the genders, all the ideas they want. Just make a story, like a coherent story about good triumphing over evil and the sacrifices that we have to make in order for good to triumph.
Yeah,
And put some fucking lightsaber duels back in. Some actual good shit. Like, honestly,
like
when the
like
duel
the
between Darth Vader and fucking Luke
yeah.
from 20, 30 fucking years ago on the Death
That was
Star,
still the that was still
when
the
that is
shit.
better than shit we getting nowadays, like get the fuck out.
Like, well, we had two movies right building up before that because there's emotion,
There is
right?
emotion. Yeah. But the
Sister,
choreography
twin
is fucking good too.
sister. Right? Oh, I'm gonna get your sister to join the dark side. No. Oh my
Right.
god, that's two movies worth of emotion in that first strike, and then you got the music. Oh shit. I mean, yeah, but I mean the
Also, the
first.
stakes are high too, right? Because if Luke loses it, he turns to the dark side. Then everybody loses.
Hmm,
So there was really high stakes that we understood because it all built to that moment. They
yeah,
didn't have that in this. They tried to introduce some stakes at the last in the last movie.
and I want to say like the first episode 1 through 3,
Hmm.
like the lightsaber duels in there were top notch. Like
Better than this.
better. Like Yoda's fight alone, just watching that is better than any fight in any of the 7, 8, and 9. Well, I
Easily.
mean, Last Jedi, I was interested to see them fight the those guards, the red guards.
Right,
What
right,
I
right.
mean, because I've only seen them standing,
Yeah, right.
just
That's all they do in all of the movies, just
background.
standing around
Yeah.
looking mean.
What
So
did
it's
they
like, what
do?
you guys got, right?
Okay, now we can see what they're worth, and it turns out, man, not that much. I mean,
For real, right?
there's
They're
three.
just
It's three
they're
versus.
just red stormtroopers,
Yeah,
essentially. Like fuck,
that's a
useless.
title within like
Also, the
that means
gold,
nothing.
right? Like fuck, that's just calling when you're a secretary, calling yourself administrative assistant. Like fuck, that don't change what you do.
Yeah, don't mean nothing.
You just a fancy title. That's just a fancy titler. Like fucking, I'm the distribution manager of toilet responsibility embarkment. Like,
And
come on, son.
Kylo's knights or Ren's knights, nothing. They did nothing.
Yeah,
They just
they're so fucking useless.
stand there to look good. Like sure, that's Ren's knights, like underlings, right? So if you got
Plus,
6 versus 1,
there's
hmm,
there's no emotional investment.
yeah,
Wouldn't it have been nice to know their relationship so that when he has to kill them,
yeah,
there's a little bit of like, oh,
yeah. I wonder if that's how
emotion.
people felt about Boba Fett. He was just background too. I don't know how
Well,
much of
I
a
know a lot of
badass he is. He
people
just looks
give,
cool.
yeah. Well, I guess you're one of those people who's like, fuck Boba Fett. Literally, he only came good because he's so mysterious.
Like,
He
sure, he looks
dies
good.
like a bitch,
Ooh. No, no, no.
says like two lines.
Respect those who get eaten by the Sarlacc.
I mean, he's still getting digested.
Oh my god. Any other
And
complaints or praises
oh,
for the Rise of the Skywalker?
praises. There was something here workable. Also, other praises, like you said, if you take it at what it is instead of what it's supposed to be and what it should be, it's not bad. It's a space opera about two fucking star-crossed lovers who have to sacrifice their love to save the galaxy. Oh yeah, and also there's a black guy and an Asian girl and two lesbians kissing at some point. But as its own thing, yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's good as like a Star Wars ripoff, one of those kind of movies.
This was a ripoff.
Like it's one of those movies like, if you like Star Wars, you'll probably like this
Cause
if you don't
then,
hold it up to the Star Wars
so
level.
how do you like how they ended it? Like the last
I
line,
honestly, oh fuck, what was the last line?
"I'm Ray Skywalker."
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that could have been powerful, but it felt unearned. Like majority of the plot points in this particular movie.
Okay, so you know how we said Ray was fighting Kylo like she was on her way to get a black belt, but training like she just got her yellow belt.
Right.
What belt would you give Luke at the end of Empire? Like right when he left Yoda, and Yoda's like,
Hmm.
"You need to complete your training." Like he's no, I gotta help my
Brown.
friends.
He'd probably be at a brown.
He was at a brown, like that high.
Pretty high. I think because he's who he is, he can learn real quick. Like BJ Penn got his black belt in like a year and a half. So when you're a prodigy, you can advance real quick. Plus, he
Wow.
had the best teacher of all, right? Fucking Yoda on one instruction. plus the impetus of I need to learn this or everyone I love and the galaxy dies. So stakes are high. You learn quicker because you have to. I would have said he's pretty high. I mean, at at worst, he's a multi-striped purple belt, which is like gateway to the advanced. But I would say maybe he's at a brown. You know, he
Oh,
just got his brown. He got that clean brown.
yeah, like no degrees yet.
Yep. And the shit, it's that it's that high contrast brown. Like it's vibrant. It's a vibrant brown, not that fucking dulled, washed out fucking. Damn, when you gonna get your black belt brown?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, either way, Darth Vader was taking it easy on him. I mean, if he wanted to fuck him up, he would have just fucked him up. Look how he took his hand. Like that shit was mad easy for him.
Oh, right, right. Like, yeah, he took it off knowing you get a replacement, just like me.
All right, because that's the thing. Right, right, right. I'm like 95%
Like,
fucking
and
mechanics.
did that? Was there any kind of impact when you heard Kylo say, "You're a Palpatine, you're the granddaughter
No,
of," like,
no, because they super hint at it. I feel in the movie, like that's the biggest surprise that wasn't a surprise. Like
hmm.
what about you? Did that hit you? I feel like they were trying to have that have weight, but
Because yeah, at that point, I'm like, I saw the lightning, that still didn't connect it. Like,
oh yeah.
oh, is she part? Is she like how is she connected? I that I was still questioning it. Like, I didn't
Hmm.
see it though, so I thought maybe she's still, she's that powerful, but I didn't think 1 second that she would have been related or she was related to him in any way. Because then that it
Uh,
feels like they just threw it. That feels like a forced.
yeah,
Like they need to
that's
make that connection in order to end
that's what
this.
the force. That's where the force is in this new Star Wars. It's fucking forcing shit so that you, you
So
can
just to
try
end
to
it,
make
like
sense.
like
Yeah,
Rise of the Skywalker is like season 6 of Lost. Like they have to
they
cram
just
everything
gotta
as
close it.
much.
Well, same creator. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Right, right. It felt hurried, right? Floppy and forced and
Yeah,
just overall contrived. I
cause yeah.
didn't hate it like I thought I would, but I guess like I think I was telling you, I'm kind of with Star Wars, I'm running out of passion and hate. The Last Jedi and the 2 years or whatever since then, I've kind of just hated my brains out and my heart out to where I'm like, whatever. It's a
Mm.
movie.
Cause then yeah, like if she turned out to be like a Skywalker, like blood, it's like, oh, these are siblings. Or that would have been like, oh, that would have been a blatant ripoff. Like, oh, this is the
Oh, right.
original trilogy. Yeah, you can't do that. You have to go a different route. But no, I mean, it was an enjoyable movie. Like, we still got our three, just like Return of the Jedi. We got our three plots or three missions, right? You got Rey and Kylo on the ground taking care of the Emperor.
Hmm.
You got the ground assault on a star destroyer, which
Hmm.
wasn't as epic as
Not nearly.
Forest Forest Moon,
Of
assault.
Endor. Yeah, that's some dope shit. But yeah, we can't compare it, or else obviously it'll make this one suck harder.
Yeah, and then we got
But yeah,
our
you're right. There was that
airstrike.
trifecta of yeah, yeah. But see, and I guess that's why they threw Lando in so he can serve as the Han, right, leading that airstrike.
Um, kind of, I guess, because he had to go and get backup first, right? And then when you see that, that's like that's like Return of the King. I was like, oh, okay, they cheating.
Right, gee, right.
They got all these. They have the
Fucking
ghosts. I mean, that
hack.
they
I
had the
know.
whole every universe that they could find.
Yep, they
Follow
brought
me.
everybody.
It's like, okay.
And then they kept repeating this bullshit line that I guess the way how they made it sound like it's supposed to be resonant. The way they win is they make you think you're alone. You're not alone. What the fuck? Yeah. Okay. I mean, is that part of the theme you've been trying to play since the
Mm.
beginning? I mean, if it is, I missed it because I was too bad being fucking
You are not
pissed
alone.
or unimpressed. I am
I'm
here.
here with you.
Wow, one of the
Sure.
creepiest songs of the '90s.
That's a bomb ass song. You're
Jeez.
always in my heart. Yeah. They should have played that at the end. Rise of
I mean, fuck, they may
Skywalker.
as well.
I know. So the final time they're going back to Tatooine, the Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru's house is still up.
Yeah, because
Su-
reasons. Yeah.
surprisingly, yeah.
That
Um,
igloo is still there.
and yeah, yeah. I am Ray Skywalker. Who knows where they're gonna take this?
And I like how the random lady asks her for her last name. Like, what?
Well,
It's like,
yeah,
what's your name? Oh, my name's Ray. What's your last name? Like, that is not normal conversation. Like, that's so obvious that you wanted her to say that poignant line to close the movie. I'm Ray Skywalker. Ah, get the fuck out of here.
she didn't know who she was. Now she found herself.
It should
She
have been like, oh, you're at the old Skywalker house. Who are you? I'm Ray Skywalker. Some bullshit like that. Like, even that sounds a little less contrived, even
mm,
though this whole movie's fucking contrived. But fuck, had they just given me some dope lightsaber duels,
yeah,
I think I might have been a little more pleased. And had the Emperor get into it, like we seen this motherfucker go at it against Mace Windu. Like the motherfucker can play, you know.
yeah. Like sure, he's been like trying to get himself together, but like
I know, right? He's
man,
trying to
if
get
they would have
himself
just gave
together.
him like that would have been the fight of all star. Like if it was Palpatine, finally someone gave him a lightsaber. He ain't using lightning. He won't go up against
Well, what
the
about a
dyad.
lightning saber? Like fucking at this point, why not just make up cool shit for the point of cool shit? I
Yeah.
mean, you throw in everything but the kitchen sink, anyways. Fucking, they could have had him put together robotic like Darth Vader. I mean,
Mm,
that's contrived as fuck too. But at this point, just go crazy.
yeah. Like I mean I've seen Yoda fight. Like why not give us a Palpatine fight against his granddaughter? That's how you end it, not with
That would have
lightning.
been good.
Oh, that would have been a cool fight scene, I guess.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can have him lightning and doing lightsabers. Like, why the fuck not? Have her stop the lightning and throw it back at him,
Yeah.
and then have her pull a destroyer out of the sky and smash it on him.
All right. Yeah. I
And
mean,
then he force resists
Ooh.
it, and it just breaks around him because he's dope.
Oh,
Or he doesn't even brace. He just Ken from Fist of the North Star. He stands there, and the fucking destroyer breaks around him.
yeah. Do yeah. Five finger death punch. Yeah. Do
Like
something
fuck
weird.
it, just get fucking nuts at this point.
At
Like
this point,
fuck,
yes.
just get
Oh my
ridiculous.
gosh. I mean, we've seen flying people. We've seen people fly through space. Give us.
Right?
You should have gave us Palpatine. Should have put us lightsaber in Palpatine, and then that would have been the coolest lightsaber of all.
At least we could have closed with, well, at least we got that dope final scene, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true, man. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I mean, they could have gone longer with the movie too. Like
Like I said, right? Yeah.
Attack
What
of
is
the
this
Clones
2 hour shit?
was like
That's like
almost 3 hours. This one was just
right.
2.5. They could have gone
No,
out.
was it even 2.5? I think it was just two, dude. Or it was 2.5.
If I think it felt long because the trailers were long. The trailers were like 20 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah. Anyway,
I don't know. Just yeah. Ugh.
well, if they're gonna go close it, this was a fine ending to the Skywalker saga.
Yeah.
Even
I
though
mean,
Luke had like maybe 3 minutes of
yeah.
screen
Like
time.
what? I know that was shoehorned in
Yeah.
along with the fucking Han Solo. Oh yeah, everybody Han Solo's in it.
Oh my god. And he's like, I know. I was like, damn. I mean, Ben, it's okay. You could have said it, but they're keeping their masculinity on. That's fine.
Right? I thought the whole thing was masculinity bad. Like,
You
why
could
those
say I love
motherfuckers
you. Come on.
not, yeah, saying I
But
love you, dad, and embracing?
I
Like,
think it was
fuck
more
it.
impactful when Han said, I know. Like, oh, I get
It
it.
was. It was. It
Yeah.
was.
So, no, that's cool. That's cool.
Because the unsaid often, right, is the more powerful way to go with it.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. The end to the Skywalker Saga.
Yep.
The Rise of the Skywalker.
The Rise of the Skywalker.
You heard it here.
Skywalker.
I know. All right.
I know.
I am Rey Skywalker. I am Ono Skywalker.
What's your last name?
Skywalker. I am Ono Skywalker. And that is Mock Skywalker. We are all Skywalkers.
We're all fucking. Everybody is a Skywalker.
Yeah, that's. I think it's like yeah, it's a title. It's a title now. It's not a lineage. Couple
right.
Skywalkers there. All right. Cool. All right. Peace. All right. Well, that is it for this episode. Thank you for checking it out. Be sure to check out this episode's show notes for links to all our social media sites. But other than that, be sure to visit our website, nekkomedia.com. That's NEKKO media.com. And we also be on Twitter and Instagram. Very active on both of those. And you can check those out at cynical_mass. That's CINECAL_MASS. And feel free to get in touch through email, cinephiles and cenobites@gmail.com. Any movie recommendations, we'd love to check it out. Any screeners, we'd love to review. Any potential guests, yeah, we love having guests on the show too.
Yeah, if you're a filmmaker, fucking hit us a line and we'll get you on the show. Ask you your top 6 movies and what it's like to be an artist like you.
Oh yes, and any fellow cinephiles and cenobites, you are welcome.
Yes.
Any place that they can hit you up, Marks?
At villainous_kind, Instagram and fucking Twitter, but don't bother. I rarely check it except when I'm drunk. So
okay.
I'd either send it to Ono or the show.
Yeah, you can check me out on Twitter at thisisono. That's this is OHNO. Same goes for Instagram.
Oh
no. Yup. All right. Well, thank you again. Take it away, Annika.
This has been a Nekko Media podcast broadcasting from the Blood Cave, part of the /tag Potter family. For myself, Annika Pussyfoot, Mox, and Ono, keep the lights on and check under that bed because there's only one universal truth. No lives matter. That means you. Stay rating, Wokeland.
We have candy.
Probably both, it's really bad. And we do the shit all for you. And we sound like shit while we do. Tigers podcast. We broadcasting shit podcast. Tigers podcast. In your face. Podcast. Tigers podcast. We broadcasting shit podcast. Tigers shit podcast. In your face, in your dreams. Shit podcast.
This is a Nekko Media podcast.